Hello YouTube. Earlier this year I was able to get myself quite a rare figure. I'd been looking for it for a very long time. He's called Scorpio and he's from the Matt Mason line. I haven't been able to get any of his accessories yet, so he's just on his own. But I've mounted him in this little box just to keep him really safe. I think figures from this kind of age, back in the 60s, these are from, I think they were released in 1966 or something like that, and they went on till about 1970. So they're pretty fragile, so I was determined to keep mine nice and safe. He's just such a cool shape for an alien, and he's really quite a bright pink. I don't think this video does it much justice at all. He's got a bulb in his head, so the bulb can light up and make his eyes glow, and he's got those kind of glittery yellow eyes. His limbs are rubber. They're quite delicate, and they've got wires inside them as well. So Scorpio is the alien baddie in the Matt Mason toy line. And this one that I've just bought to go with him is called Callisto. And Callisto, although he looks a bit evil, if you look at his eyebrows, they're kind of angled upwards. He's not evil, he's a goodie. He's from Jupiter, and so he's like an ally of Matt Mason. Normally, when you find this guy for sale, all of his eyebrows have been worn off and a lot of his paintwork on the front here has been worn off as well. So I'm really lucky to have been able to find one in such good condition. I had to buy his accessories separately, but I managed to get the tube and all of these purple bits all in one job lot. And that was really good to be able to get them all together. I never had these when I was a kid growing up in the 80s, but I have developed this kind of love of vintage toys, especially ones that are aliens or really cool looking creatures. So with these ones, I just couldn't resist them. They just look so amazing. There's quite a few old space toy lines that I really like, that I'm kind of collecting a few figures of each. I'm not bothering at the moment buying any of the astronauts or anything from the Matt Mason line. I just prefer the weird creatures. So because the little gun on Callisto's shoulder has got a tiny little hole in the front of it, and then at the other side there is another hole which attaches to this air hose, that goes down to those purple bellows. And by the way, I've left a gap there so that I can add the similar weapons for Scorpio when I manage to get them. But his, I always assumed it was like a thing for firing water, but apparently there's a little yellow filament thing in the front of the gun, and when you shoot air through the bellows, this little yellow filament kind of shoots out and wiggles about, and that's quite a cool feature, I think. Whereas with Scorpio, his thing, his contraption, when I managed to buy it, similar setup with the air bellows thing, but Scorpio's fires little white balls. Scorpio doesn't fire his from a gun on his shoulder either, it's from a contraption that's more like on his belly sort of area. A lot of people assume that Callisto should have a helmet because he's got that sort of ring around his neck, but you can see the ring here, the purple ring, attaches on, and that's what the gun on his shoulder attaches to. The rubber bendy arms and bendy legs on Callisto really remind me of the arms and legs on Arco robots. Those came a little bit later, I think, in the late 70s, early 80s. Anyway, I thought I would just do this very short video just to introduce you guys to Matt Mason's Scorpio and also Callisto. Just in case some of you weren't familiar with them. I wasn't familiar with them for a very long time, and when I saw them I thought they are really quite cool, and I just wanted to share that with some other people. So hit subscribe if you want to see anything that I post up in the future. Check out my other toy collecting videos if you get a chance. They're mainly 80s toy videos, but also 90s and increasingly 60s and 70s. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.